Yes, sir.
If it wasn't for that man.
Yes, sir.
You got a man standing in front of you. I have 3 of the highest degrees that the devil can offer. Come on.
Tell him.
But what I'm going to share with you today, I didn't get from Temple.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get from Lincoln.
Yes, sir.
I got it from the Muhammad University of Islam under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I guarantee you, if you give me your heart and your mind for 40 minutes,
yes,
you'll leave out of here.
Go ahead.
Inspired,
yes, sir.
Motivated, because it ain't me. It's my connection to him.
Yes, sir.
And because I submitted to his leadership,
yes, sir.
He's making men and women.
Go ahead.
And he's transforming us.
Yes, sir.
To have a great effect on this world.
Go ahead. That's right.
So it's in their name. I like to extend the nation's greetings of peace to you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Let's get back and thank Brother Enrique, yes, man. Sir. All praises to Allah. Thank Allah for life itself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I think before I get started, I want to thank Allah for my beautiful wife.
Yes,
We've
sir.
been married 20 years. I thank Allah for her.
Praise be. That's right. That's right. Come on.
So our topic today is the weaponization of hip-hop to destroy black youth.
Go ahead.
Yes, so this thing ain't happening in a vacuum that the gun violence is going crazy. Yes, you seeing people, our young brothers walking around with their pants sagging.
Come on, man.
This ain't happening in a vacuum.
That's right, sir.
And what's happening with us is because we don't know the science of mathematics.
Go ahead.
And because we don't know the laws of cause and effect.
Right.
See, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teach us that if the cause is real, the effect is real.
Come on, man.
Even though the effect may be unseen.
Yes, sir.
But he also teaches us that if you and I learn how to master the cause,
yes, sir,
we can be the ones that produce the effect.
Yes, sir.
So what's happening with us is that because we don't know the science of mathematics, we think our children just listening to music and it's not nothing happening to their mind.
Come on. Come on.
Listen to what the minister said about art and culture.
Yes, sir.
He said it was a wicked king named Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon.
Yes, sir.
He used music, art, and culture to dumb down the people.
Yes, sir.
So the people would not be mindful of how God was wreaking havoc on Babylon.
Go ahead.
Art, culture, and music must have a great role to play in any society. The great people of culture is how you use what God has given you as a gift.
Yes, sir.
So how do we go from conscious hip-hop to gangster rap, now to drill music?
Come on, man.
And what is drill music?
Come on.
Drill music is a form of trap music.
Yes, sir.
Known for its violent and dark content.
Yes, sir.
Originating from the south side of Chicago, this subgenre of hip-hop music focuses on the daily occurrences and crime that occurs in the city.
Go ahead.
So now you got music that's focusing on crime and beef.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now when King Louis, right, and Lil Durk or somebody got a beef, you got 3 million followers on social media.
Come on.
Right?
Yes,
so now you get a hot beat and you start going to eyes with Lil Durk. So now Lil Durk crew listening to the music over the radio.
Yes, sir.
King Louis listening, his people listening. So now you setting up an atmosphere of murder. Because now whatever's going playing on the airways, once we see each other, it's an on-site situation.
Yes, that's right. Go ahead.
Let me tell you about the death rate in Chicago.
Come on, man.
The minister said Chicago would be the epicenter of what they wanted to do all across the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Chicago ain't even the murder capital of the country.
That's right.
But the focus is Chicago. Yeah. Why the focus Chicago? Because the man of God is in Chicago.
That's right. That's right.
See, you don't know he the man of God, but we're going to share that with you. But they know.
Yes, sir.
That he's the man of God. And what's the clearest example?
Come on,
you
man.
ain't never seen a man call for 1 million men and 2 million men show up. That should have been the clearest example to you that God's man is on scene.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And when they did the statistics, let's check the statistics.
Yes, sir. Come on.
When the man called the march, because he's inspired by God, when he first said it, he said he wanted to take the words back.
That's what he said.
But when he said it, it was inspiration, it was revelation. But what was going on with us that made him call the march?
Come on.
Menace to society.
Yes, sir.
Boys in the hood.
Yes, sir.
Menace 2. Who's Menace 1?
Right.
They tell you and I we Menace 2, but who's Menace 1?
Right.
But you ain't never think about who Menace 1, you focusing on Menace 2. Boys in the hood.
Come on.
We live in the hood today, but what happened to the neighborhood?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
We live in, then we glorify the hood. But you and I don't own nothing in our hood.
That's a fact. Come on, man.
So we fighting and killing each other in the hood, but we don't even have no businesses in the hood.
No. Come on.
But you can go in every major city and you can find a Chinatown. How come it's not no Africa town?
Come on, man.
But you and I can't go in Chinatown and set up a barbershop.
No,
you and I can't go in Chinatown and set up a stop and go.
Right.
A stop and go where they sell illicit liquor.
Come on.
Black and mild cigarettes.
Yes, sir.
Right? But they can sell that in our neighborhood, but you and I try to go to Chinatown.
Yes, sir.
And see if you and I can shut up shop in Chinatown.
No,
that ain't being racist. That's loving self.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come on,
So
man.
what happened? That we went from conscious rap to gangster rap,
Yes, sir.
now to drill music.
Come on.
Conscious rap was concerning the knowledge of self and going against white hegemony.
Teach on it.
Go ahead.
So when they seen that the knowledge of self was being taught through the rap music, Brand Nubian,
Right.
Wu-Tang Clan,
Come on,
Come on.
Yes,
Lauryn Hill,
Yes,
Right.
sir.
all of those people,
Poor righteous teacher.
Poor Righteous Teachers,
Yes, sir.
Nas,
Right.
Big enemy.
Rakim Allah.
Yes, sir.
So the youth now was being transformed.
Yes,
They
sir.
was being elevated in consciousness.
Yes, sir.
And when the enemy seen this, he said, we got to do something.
That's right.
Yes.
So they interject gangster rap.
Yes.
So now you got 50 Cent talking about get rich or die trying.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So a young soldier growing up in the hood, he don't want to go to school, so that's an attractive phrase to him. Get rich or die trying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get rich how though? Selling drugs?
Come on.
Get rich how though? Robbing people?
Come on.
So now a young brother that hears that don't have no father, look at the scientific mechanism of how they trying to destroy us
Come on.
as a people.
Yes,
And
sir.
this thing ain't happening as a vacuum. That the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan just said that our musicians now are being used as Pharaoh's magicians.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Listen to him. Our musicians are now being used as Pharaoh's magicians.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What is
sir.
a magician?
Go ahead.
Somebody that casts a spell
Come
on
on
people.
now.
Come on, man.
So the spell is that indecency and debauchery is the order of the day.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's right.
So you more worried about getting a record deal,
Come on.
but you ain't worried about you destroying your community.
Yes, sir.
You destroying your black queen.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Come on.
You ain't worried about that. But we the only people that got lyrics that degrade us.
Come
That's
on.
right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
You don't see no Jewish 50 cents.
No,
Come on, man.
You don't see no Asian 50 cents.
Yes, sir.
Huh? You don't see nobody in the Asian community talking about get rich or die trying.
Come on.
You don't see no Asian female talking about she a slut rapper.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Embrace
Think
it.
about it.
Yes, sir. Come on, brother.
Go
Keep it
ahead.
straight.
The Chicago murder rate.
Go
Listen
ahead.
to this. 2010, 437 murders. 2011, 431 murders.
Wow.
2012, 500 murders.
Wow.
2013, 416 murders.
Yes, sir.
2014, 415 murders.
Yes, sir.
2016, 769 murders.
Yes,
sir.
2017, 660 murders. 2018, 576 murders. 2019, 500 murders. 2020, 772 murders.
Wow.
2021, 800 murders.
Wow.
2022, 695 murders. Now let's do the math. If they killing all of these black men, who is your niece and daughter gonna marry?
Think about that. Come on.
Let's think. Islam is mathematics. Mathematics is Islam. It stands true. It can be proven in no limit of time.
That's
and
right.
if Pharaoh's plan was to kill the male
Go
and
ahead.
spare the female,
Yes,
that's
sir.
not yesterday. That's right now.
Yes, sir. Go
And
ahead.
because you sleepwalking, we become the walking dead.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And because we not awake, we don't know that we causing our own demise.
Go ahead.
So kill the male,
That's right.
spare the female.
That's right.
So I ask you the question: if the black man becomes extinct, who is your niece and your daughter gonna marry?
All right now.
So now we fulfilling the plot of homosexuality.
Come on, man.
Because if it ain't no men, then if somebody ain't there to teach the women, then the women start falling on each other.
That's right.
Huh?
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
And I just said it last week. I ain't never read no scripture where it say Adam and Steve.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Adam and Eve.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the Quran says that that's an abomination, but they have made homosexuality a culturally accepted idea.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Teach.
That's right.
Now, nobody just coming off on homosexuality because fornication and adultery is a sin too.
That's right.
That's right. Come on now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But they promoting this in the schools now.
Yes, sir.
Psychologically coming with, they call a multicultural curriculum.
That's what they
Exactly.
call it.
That's
Where
what
they're
they call
teaching our children to culturally accept homosexuality.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
And then if you speak out against it, they say you homophobic.
Come on.
The
Come on.
question I gotta ask you
Come on now.
is God homophobic?
Come on.
Come
now.
on.
See?
Good
Come on.
question.
Is God homophobic because he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah yesterday for that
Come on.
behavior?
Check
Yes, sir.
So if God was displeased with it yesterday, are you saying that he approved of it today?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Think. That's real, brother.
The weaponization of hip hop
Yes, sir.
Yes,
to
sir.
destroy the black youth.
Go ahead.
And if all our black men is incarcerated,
Come on with that.
right? And there ain't no men around, and there's no positive image. The minister said that the rappers have become the new prophets.
That's right. That's right.
That's how it is.
So the youth ain't going to church.
That's right.
Sir.
They don't give a damn what the pastor's saying.
Right.
They want to know what Drake's saying.
Yes,
They
sir.
want to know what Lil Durk saying.
Right.
They want to know what Meek saying.
Right.
They want to know what Cardi B saying.
Yes, sir.
And that's the example to them because the rhythm of the music. See, the minister said these people are so wicked that they know we are rhythmic people.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
And if you study the history of the Quran, the history came, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was dealing with the poets
Right.
during his time.
Exactly.
Right.
But the Muhammad of 1400 years ago prefigured the real Muhammad that would be right here in America.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So the poets of the day are the rappers.
Yes, sir.
But what they rapping about?
Come on, man.
So the minister said that you can either use culture to elevate people or you can use culture to destroy people.
Right.
And you always hear us saying we doing it for the culture.
Come on, man.
How you doing it for the culture if the culture destroying your people?
Exactly. Good logic.
Come on.
So then in our supreme wisdom, the God asked the most honorable Elijah Muhammad a critical question. He said, why does the devil
Come on.
keep our people illiterate?
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Huh?
Go
He
ahead.
didn't ask when. He said why.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, God.
Why does the devil keep our people illiterate?
Yes, sir.
Listen to his answer so that he can use them, right?
true.
For a tool.
Come on now.
And also a slave. He keeps them blind to themselves so that he can master them.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Ignorant means illiterate.
Yes, sir.
And the word ignorant means to ignore.
Go ahead.
So let's parse the words
Yes,
so
sir.
that he can use them
Right.
for a tool and also a slave.
Yes, sir.
So now you got these remote control Negroes out here.
Come on with that.
They don't-
Come on with
that's what
that.
they are.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
A remote control Negro, meaning that
Right.
Yes, sir.
Satan don't physically have to be present
Exactly.
for you to do his bidding.
Yes, sir.
So Satan ain't physically in our community,
Come on.
Yes,
but
sir.
Satan got dumb devils that he uses.
Come on, man.
That's right.
And the greatest weapon that Satan can use is the mind of a Negro.
That's a fact.
Because the mind of a Negro always gonna work against his own kind.
That's a fact.
The mind of a Negro always gonna work to destroy his own community.
Yes, sir.
The mind of a Negro always gonna work to disrespect his own women.
That's right.
The mind of a Negro always gonna neglect his children.
Yes, sir.
What kind of man are you and I?
Come on, man.
That somebody gotta drag us to court for us to take care of our children.
Think about that.
Come on.
Let's talk.
Yes, sir.
Because if you made a baby and you and the mother ain't together, you gonna neglect your son or daughter?
No, sir.
So that's why the young men and the young women, they growing up cold-hearted. Because they ain't never been nurtured and fed properly.
Yes.
So when you've been living in a household and you've never seen your father, what kind of psychological effect is that having on that young man? I see them all the time. They come to school. They dissatisfied. They frustrated.
Yes, sir.
They don't want to obey authority because they ain't never seen no real man in their home.
That's right.
We're responsible because Allah gave us the answer in the Quran. He said men, which is a big responsibility. We ain't asked for it, but the God knew we could handle it.
That's right.
He said men are maintainers of women. Oh, that's big.
Yes, it is.
That's big. And you and I can't maintain God's woman if we don't have no knowledge. Because a woman ain't made to submit to a fool.
Come on.
Huh? And that's why a lot of us is having problems in our relationship because we don't have no knowledge. And we just using brute strength to try to tell her, well, I'm in charge. You should listen to me. Why should she? If you can't manifest that you are in charge.
That's right.
And if you got to walk around and always tell somebody you're in charge, maybe you're really not in charge. Is everybody all right?
Yes, sir. Good morning, brother.
So I want to...
Drop something.
But it ain't done. So I want to talk about, I want to show you something with these lyrics, though.
Come on now.
It's crazy. How we don't win. Crazy. So listen to Lauryn Hill. I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill lyrics, and then I'm gonna say Cardi B lyrics.
Show the contrast, brother. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Lauryn Hill, yo, my men and women, don't forget about the Dean, Soroto Musta King. Talking out your neck saying you a Christian, a Muslim sleeping with the jinn. Now that was the sin that the Jezebel did. Who you gonna tell when the repercussions spin?
That's heavy.
Right?
That's heavy.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Now look at Cardi B.
Uh-oh.
There's some whores in this house. I said certified freak, 7 days a week. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on, brother.
You a what? You a certified freak?
Yes, sir.
7 days a week?
Yes, sir.
And that's what our daughters and our nieces is listening to? And you don't have a problem with that?
Come on now.
But they couldn't stand this. Yo, my men and women, don't forget about the Dean, Soroto Musta King.
Straight path.
Huh? She talking about Islam.
Yes, sir.
The straight path, I self, Lord and Master.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why you don't know about Lauryn Hill, because she's spitting them Jews.
Come on, man.
But you know about Cardi B. Then in part of the song, they talking about you don't cook or clean.
Come on, brother. Come on. Still got a ring. Still got a ring.
What kind of woman you looking for? She don't cook or clean?
Come on now.
And you want a woman like that to be your queen? That's heavy. That's heavy. And I'm going to stay there for a minute because it's sickening.
Come on, brother.
There's some whores in this house.
Come on now.
I said certified freak 7 days a week.
Come on now.
Wow.
Wow.
You just a free fall woman? You just let anybody have you? You the second self of God?
Come on now.
And now you the second self of God is masquerading that she a freak?
Come on, brother.
Meaning that she just let any man have her. Don't care if he's intelligent and he's ignorant, he can just have her. And this is what our nieces and our daughters is listening to, and they looking to her as a role model. Oh, we in trouble. We in trouble. But the average young sister don't even know Lauryn Hill.
Come on.
Huh? How come? How come they don't know it? So systematically, right, we being used as tools and slaves. I bet you Cardi B won't let her daughter listen to that.
No, sir, she don't.
Huh? If you interview Cardi B right now, will she let her daughter listen to that?
No, sir.
So why is she parading it out there? So you and I gotta have some type of civilization where we stop selling out for money.
Come on now.
Because the great example we got in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he hadn't sold out and he got money.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
That's a fact.
So he's proof that you and I can ascend in this world's life and we hold firm to sound principles in righteousness.
Yes, sir.
So that's one example. So the minister said this: Satan is in control of the art and culture and the music and is using it to get the youth to respond to decadence rather than respond to wisdom.
That's right.
So in every major city, gun violence is up. And the reason why it's up, the minister said that we either got to get rid of this wicked music or we got to control the distribution of it.
There you go.
See? And when you and I control the distribution of the music, meaning that we control the master copy. See, when you're in control of the masters, then you control your destiny.
That's right.
But when the enemies have our masters, that's how they able to masquerade and use us as a tool and a slave. Have you ever thought about it? How come all our rappers and entertainers end up dead and broke?
Think about it. Yes, sir.
What happened to Ray Charles?
Come on, man.
And Michael Jackson, may Allah be pleased with him. Michael Jackson, I believe, gave Ray Charles his masters.
Yes, sir.
But when you got your masters, you control your destiny, right? Then I'm listening to KRS-One. How many of us remember the song Self-Destruction?
Yes, sir.
We headed for self-destruction, right? KRS-One said that BET and MTV didn't even want to play self-destruction.
Wow.
They told them that self-destruction, that song was too long to play on the radio.
Come on now. Wow.
Come on, brothers and sisters, wake up.
That's right.
But I want to read something to you from Dr. Wesley book, one of our scholars in the nation.
That's heavy.
1,000 pages, footnotes and everything. But I want to read something to you because you might be like, well, you know they weaponizing hip hop on us. Who in control of hip hop?
Point it out. Point it out.
Jews.
Go ahead.
It's real.
So it says this. Jews made their first major incursion into the market as blackface. So you might have, back in the day, you seen them caricatures of black people on stage dressing up at black faces. Well, that originated with the Jews.
That's right.
See?
Fact.
And because you and I won't read, you think, oh, Farrakhan, why he obsessed with the Jews? No, he ain't obsessed with the Jews. His function is to expose the Jews.
That's right.
That is a fact.
Huh?
That's
And
right.
if somebody don't expose them, you, like the 85ers, easily led in their own direction, hard to lead in the right.
Yes, sir.
That's why you go whatever way the wind blows. Because you don't know your origin in the world.
Yes, sir.
A slave for mental death and power.
Right.
A poison animal eater.
Come on, man.
Come on.
We in 2023, you still eating swine.
Come on.
You still trying to justify a slave diet and wonder why you can't stand up.
Go ahead.
Come on now.
Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, in the book of Leviticus, it says you shouldn't even go near the swine.
That's right.
So the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that a swine has a trichonite worm in it.
Yes, sir. That's what.
And you can cook it, you can pour vinegar on it, it ain't gonna get that poison out of it.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Teach.
So when you eat that swine, those worms get in your brain.
That's right.
They go down your vertebrae, huh?
That's right.
And they sound your mental power,
That's
That's
right.
right. Come on.
huh?
Wake them up.
That's why you the walking dead today.
Yes, sir.
You bent over, you can't stand up, and the police come in our community and do whatever the hell they want because we sleepwalk.
Yes, sir.
We trying to be savages.
Come on, man.
We ain't trying to be the gods.
No, sir.
And you ain't trying to be the God because you believe in the mystery God.
Come on, man.
But the Bible that I read say the mystery of God shall be finished.
Yes, sir.
So when it say the mystery of God shall be finished, when it says finished, that means that God has not yet properly been explained. That don't mean God don't exist.
Come on, now.
That's right.
It wasn't no mystery God that came to get you out of Africa.
Come on.
Right.
So if it was a man that enslaved you, it's going to be a man that's going to deliver you.
Come on.
Simple math.
That's right.
When you out here stranded on the road and you praying to God that somebody send you some help, you ain't expecting the ghost to appear on the highway.
No, sir.
You're looking for a man or a woman in whom the Spirit of God dwells.
That's right. Here you go. Make it plain. Come on now.
So what is all this talk that we're looking for a spirit to return?
Spooky. Yes, sir. Come on.
And when has there ever been a time in history where there's been a separation between energy and matter?
Come on, man. Come on, think. Teach the science.
The only way that you know energy exists is that it's housed in matter.
Yes, that's sir. Right. That's right.
In the Bible, in the first chapter of Corinthians, the 15th chapter, it says that man and woman is the glory of God.
Think about it.
What? The glory, not a glory?
The glory.
That you and I are the glory of God?
Yes, sir.
Meaning that you and I are the supreme beings on the planet?
Right.
That there's nothing in the universe greater than a human being?
Come on. Go ahead.
He didn't say the sun was the glory of God, the moon was the glory of God, the stars was the glory of God, the bees and the insects. He said man and woman is the glory of God.
That's a fact. That's what's in there.
So when you and I are going to take our rightful place, see, it's comfortable to pray to a mystery God.
Right.
Because you don't want no responsibility. But if we created in the image and likeness of God,
Right.
then that means that God is in us.
Yes, sir.
And the same characteristics that God had, we had.
Right.
Come on now.
Go ahead. Teach your people.
A tree can't say they created in the image and likeness of God.
Yes,
A
sir.
bee can't say they created in the image and likeness of God.
Go ahead.
We don't want to take up our responsibility.
That's right.
Huh? We don't want to be real men and we don't want to be real women. But let me go back to this. I ain't going to keep you all day. I just want to prick your consciousness enough that you leave and come back. And you get involved in this army. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Got a little some time to get a little bit fired up. I got a little sidetracked. Please forgive me, brother. It says Jews made their first incursion into the market as blackface performers. Jews were quite successful at selling themselves in blackface American popular culture is drenched in the props, troops, and imagery of minstrels. It comes as no surprise then to find that Jews made their first major appearance in the national marketplace of popular culture through their travesties of African Americans. Jews in the music business participated fully in the American project of making money out of making fun of African Americans. Jews making money out of African Americans and representations of blackness. So what are they saying? That they came, the Jews are the culture vultures. And they came among us acting like they supporting us with blackness, but they used our own blackness against us.
Yes,
So right now, any of our artists or hip hop artists or rappers that's rich, they say if you trace the money, you can find out the reality that's going on.
That's right.
It ain't one rapper that you can name that ain't rich that's surrounded by Jewish influence.
Come on.
Why are they around us? Why are they using us as the tool in the slave to promote debauchery?
Come on.
And you might say, well, man, everything real, you got to make a living. You do got to make a living. But you want to make a living being a sellout?
Think about that.
You don't have no character. Because the minister said character is the seed that knowledge floats on.
Go ahead.
Come on now.
Character
Yes,
and
sir.
integrity.
Yes, sir.
So you want to make money, but you want to sell your people out.
Come on.
So the minister said this, and I didn't know this from studying this. If you don't got this book, brother, man, he bad brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
1,000 pages,
Come on, man.
huh? But in this book, I didn't know this, that in 1980, in Miami, there was a riot. Bigger than Watts, bigger than Newark. The riot got so out of hand because the police had got acquitted for murdering a black man. Sound familiar?
Yes, sir.
One day we're going to take up the subject on Tyree Nichols.
Come on.
And the reason why they keep killing us is because we keep killing each other.
Yes.
See, black people don't kill black people. Negroes kill Negroes.
That's right.
Because if you knew that that was your brother sitting next to you, who was your other self, how could you kill your other self?
Think about that. Come on, man.
But as long as you see your brother as a nigga, and it's easy to kill a nigga,
That's right.
because a nigga is a dead human being.
Yes, sir.
Comes from the Latin word necro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But God ain't never made a nigga.
Come on.
A nigga is a concoction made in America.
Yes, sir.
God ain't make no nigga.
No,
Come on.
sir.
He made a man, and he made a woman in his image and after his likeness.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But this riot was so crazy in Miami that because they killed this black brother, the youth went crazy.
Yes.
And they started killing Caucasians. They took a white woman that was in the car, poured gasoline on and set her on fire. Ran into the police department, started fighting the police. So when they seen this riot take place, the powers that be said, we got to do something. This can't become the cultural norm that when we kill a black man, the youth rise up and start killing Caucasians.
Think about the strategy.
Yes.
So what did they do? They always been plotting and planning to use a mechanism of art and culture to sedate the youth.
Exactly.
You ain't hear me.
Come on, man.
To sedate the youth.
Yes, sir.
So what they did was, after the riot, here come crack cocaine.
What?
Come on.
This man wicked, man. You don't know your enemy.
Come on, man.
So when the riots got out of pocket and they couldn't control the youth, here come crack cocaine in Miami.
Exactly.
Here come crack cocaine in LA.
Yes, sir.
So now, it's a lot of crack babies out here.
Yes, it is.
But to see how wicked they are, when our men and women was dying and overdosing of crack cocaine, there wasn't no hotline you could call to get no help.
No, sir.
Now, because Caucasians out here dying from opioids, it's all these commercials out here, right?
Yes,
Call this hotline. Call this hotline. But what do the Bible say? As thou hast done.
What?
See, so shall it be done.
Yeah.
So they plotted to destroy you and I, and now they're being destroyed. What happened in 1981? The man of God rebuilt the work of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes.
That was our first Savior's Day in the nation, 1981. So they thought they had got rid of Elijah. So now when they see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan back on the scene and revitalizing black men and women, the crack cocaine epidemic start running rampant in America. We got to wake up, brothers and sisters.
Yes.
And we ain't got a whole lot of time. See, the greatest mistake that we making, we think we got a lot of time.
That's it.
Huh?
That's the mistake.
We think we got a lot of time to play around out there in the dunya.
Go ahead.
We spend a lot of time playing around, monkeying around.
That's right.
That's why we call our house the crib. A crib is where babies play.
Come on
Come
now.
on, man. Point that
You
out.
4 years old talking about you going to the crib. Because you're an undeveloped baby.
That's right.
So you want to go to the crib. What do babies do? They play with toys.
Yes,
So you at the crib, you getting high.
Come on.
How you drinking?
Right. Got your body.
But you ain't having no intelligent dialogue on how you going to take back your community.
Right.
Right.
That's what men do.
So this thing is on so many levels. And because we hate ourselves, I'm up here, I'm a college graduate, but when I speak to young people, college ain't for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
That's right.
But what's stopping you from going to the carpenters union?
Right.
What's stopping you from going to the electrical union?
Yes, sir.
What's stopping you from going to the painters union?
Yes, sir.
What's stopping you from being a carpenter or a plumber?
Right.
Because if something happened with your toilet tonight, that got to get fixed tonight. You can't wait till next week.
Exactly.
But we ain't in the trades because the other dilemma is we can't read.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
See? So even when Barack Obama became the president, there was at least 90% of the jobs that we was disqualified from.
That's a
Because
fact.
a lot of us ain't computer literate.
Yes, sir.
How you running from a computer? You are the computer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh man, I ain't computer savvy. Why not?
Why not? Right.
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
That's right.
Huh? What you running from a computer for?
Come on, man.
This phone is a
There
computer.
you go.
You know how to work this.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
they do.
But you don't know how to work a computer to build a resume?
Come on, man.
You don't know how to read?
Come on.
And if you don't know how to read, I ain't coming down on you. Well, how you gonna be a father not knowing how to read? We want a queen, but what queen gonna want a man that don't know how to read?
Think about it.
Huh? Let's think. See, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that it was 3 sciences that we was never taught.
Come on.
Huh? The
Go ahead.
science of mating,
Yes,
the
sir.
science of warfare, and the science of business.
That's right.
That's right.
You can tell we don't know the science of mating because 3 out of 4 marriages end up in divorce.
That's right. Go ahead.
So obviously we don't know the science of mating. So that means you and I got to enroll in a class now where somebody could teach us how to choose a mate and how to effectively choose a mate and then how to maintain that mate.
Exactly.
That's heavy. 75% of our marriages end up in divorce.
Yes, sir.
You say, well, what is it in the nation? It ain't that high.
That's right.
1 out of every 4 marriages in our nation, and so that's 25%. We still doing better than the world.
That's right. Go ahead. Point that out.
Yes, sir.
Good teaching.
And the reason why, because you choosing from the neck down. You looking for a mate from the navel down.
That's right.
See?
Come on now.
Come on.
And
Good.
because they undressing our women want to show us they behind and just instead of showing us the intelligent in their mind.
Say that now. Say that.
So you attracted
Yes, sir.
to somebody's form.
Yes,
The
sir.
women know what they doing. That's why they got to be taught.
Yes, sir.
It ain't no woman that before she leaves, she don't look back in the mirror to make sure that thing is right.
Go ahead. That's
So when
right.
she walking with them high heel shoes,
Go ahead.
on clack,
Go ahead.
she know the black man attracted to motion.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
She know what she doing. She just got to be taught.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's a class for women.
Yes, sir.
But if you're attracted to somebody's form and only somebody's form, then what happens when the form changes?
Come on now.
Point it out.
All
That's
that
it.
next.
Come on.
Because at some point in time, the form gonna change.
That's right.
Gravity, brother. Yes, sir.
So now when the form changes, you just attracted to her form. Then when somebody else come down the street
Come on,
that got a
man.
better form,
Come on,
you gonna
man.
leave her and go walk down the street.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
You know
right.
I'm telling the truth.
Come on, man. Come on.
You know I'm telling the truth.
That's right.
But if you got a queen that got an intelligent mind, you might
Come on,
see
man.
somebody else that got a better form.
Yes, sir.
But when you look at it, oh, she don't measure up to my queen mind.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
That's how it
Come
goes.
on
See?
now. Come
See?
on now.
But we don't degenerate it so bad now. You got people that'll walk up to you and ask you if you happily married.
Yeah, come on. Teach on that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
Well, if I'm not, I'm gonna mess my family up for you.
Come on
Come
now.
You a stone cold savage. I got a queen at home, even though we going through some differences.
Right.
You asking me is I'm happily married, so I'm supposed to leave somebody that been dedicated with me for 20 years and go with you, and I don't know what I'm getting.
Come on.
Come on,
now.
That ain't proper, man.
Teach.
That's right.
Come on, brother.
That's right.
But the reason why we like that, it ain't happening in the vacuum. It's the music,
Come on
the
now.
promiscuity,
Come on.
the degradation, the filth. You want to be a slut rapper? What's a slut rapper?
Come on now.
Damn.
Dang.
That's what you want to be. You don't want to be a queen. You want to be a slut rapper. The name even sounds filthy.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
How you call yourself that? And then say, well, you know, I carry myself this way. The men should respect me, and we should respect me.
That's
come
right.
on, man.
But listen to the minister, what the minister said and how he teach us. He said a man's nature ain't made to see a woman unrolled and you not bring the dog out of him.
Come on now.
That's why we cover our women.
That's right.
And make no mistake about it. When you see these sisters dressed in white, if you disrespect them, you won't get a visit.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
I'm telling you. And you better put the Lehigh Valley on notice that when you see them, just give them the greetings and keep it moving. But if you disrespect them, oh, we coming to see you.
Yes, sir.
It ain't a damn thing the police department can do about it.
No, sir.
Come to me, that's right.
Because you and I can't go down to Chinatown and disrespect no Asian
sir.
woman.
Absolutely.
You and I can't go in the Jewish community and disrespect no Jewish community, a woman in the Jewish community. So how the hell you come in our community and can disrespect our women and don't think it's a consequence?
Teach them.
So we got to get like that. You might say, oh, I thought y'all was peaceful. We are peaceful. We don't bother nobody. But if you want to see us get crazy, then mess with them.
Yes, sir.
You see, I didn't know they had all that in them.
Yeah. Come on now.
Because they are important to us. They give birth to our nation.
Come on now.
And they are earth.
Yes, sir.
They should be honored and respected just like any other woman is honored and respected and protected.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So we closing up. We closing up. Where we at? Get the drill music. So you said, well, it's being weaponized against us. What can we do?
Good question. Good question.
What can we do?
Yes, sir.
You heard our brother say it, and we closing out. It's been a lot of youth summits. It ain't a rapper that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan haven't talked to.
That's
Come
right.
on, man.
That's right.
And the minister's so wise, he don't like to put people out on Front Street.
Yes,
Because
sir.
he knows as soon as they come meet him,
Right.
Satan
right.
get him right on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now.
Look what happened at the Criterion. Nick Cannon showed up at the Criterion.
Oh,
Good example.
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Lit
Huh?
up. Yes, sir.
Took his show away from him.
Yes, sir.
Why Nick Cannon can't go see his brother?
Come on, man.
It's okay for Nick Cannon to go to the strip club, though,
Come
right?
on now.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
But he can't go see his elder that can impart wisdom in his mind for him to transform his life.
Go ahead.
Deshaun Jackson from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes. Come on,
Said he
man.
seen the Criterion. All he did was tweeted something that he enjoyed the message.
Yes.
They had to recant the statement
Yes, sir.
Point that out.
that the minister is anti-Semitic.
Come on.
And we so silly, we don't know the phonetics of words. What's an anti-Semitic?
Come on
Come
now.
on, man.
How could you and I be anti-Semitic?
Come on now.
Huh? What is a Semite? You don't even know. But as long as you repeat a lie long enough, you would think it's the truth.
Go ahead.
An anti-Semite. The Semites are original people.
Yes, sir.
So how could Minister Farrakhan be anti-Semitic if white people are not the real Semitic people?
There it is. Right
So how
there.
could he be anti-Semitic? But you don't know the etymology of words, so you walking around here saying what your enemies say. Oh, Farrakhan a hater. He a hate teacher.
Go ahead. Good job.
So the Criterion. In closing, he is that Criterion, brothers and sisters. Make no mistake about it. Farrakhan has escaped every plot they had made to destroy him.
That's a fact.
In closing, they tried to poison him.
That's right.
And the minister said in the Criterion, how the Jewish people know that you really from God
That's right.
is they attempt to murder you.
Yeah.
And if you survive it, they know you from God.
Exactly.
He survived it.
That's right.
They put radiated seeds in him.
That's right.
And they hoped the radiated seeds would eat up all of his insides.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And it did eat up his
Right.
insides.
That's right.
But it never stopped him from coming out to get you. Teach
right.
you 2 hour,
Come on, man.
3 hour lectures
Yes, sir.
with bags on him.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's right.
Oh, come on, brothers and sisters. You ain't hear me.
Come on,
Man,
man.
teaching you 2 or 3 hours with bags on them.
Come on, man.
So they know now. They tried to kill him. And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, see, he got backup.
That's
The
right.
Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, brother, you don't have to worry about it. It'll be 2 of us backing you up, Allah and myself.
That's right.
So now, here's a man approaching 90 years old.
Yes.
Look better than some people that's in their 40s and 50s.
Think about it.
About to speak to us in a couple weeks.
Yes,
And the
sir.
subject for Savior's Day is the war of Armageddon has begun.
Yes, sir.
So we closing out. I think we don't hit enough points.
Praise be to God.
Oh, here you go. I just want to hit one more Lauryn Hill.
Come on. Come
Lyric
on
for you
with
to
it.
show you. Cardi B talking about his whores in his house. Well, listen to Lauryn Hill. No, Lauryn is only human. Don't think I haven't been through the same predicament. Let it sit inside your head like a million women in Philly. It's silly when girls sell their souls because it's in. Look at where you be in. Hair weaves like Europeans.
Come on,
Fake
man.
nails done by Koreans.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Come on, Lauryn. You too much for them. You too much for them.
Yes, sir.
So they gotta give you Cardi B and they gotta give you the slut rap. Because that kind of lyric right there transform your mind.
Exactly.
Elevate your consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Make you want to be a queen.
Right.
So brothers and sisters, that's our time. May Allah bless you with the light of understanding. How many of us here for our first time? Never been out. Stand up for me. Stand up for me. So listen, as I was talking, another voice was talking to you. And I'm saying to you that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan needs help. The last 2 weeks, my subject has been Islam comes after everything else fails. All I'm saying to you is we don't try everything else. We don't protest it. We don't sat in. We don't loot it. Why don't you give the God of Minister Farrakhan a chance?
Come on, man.
Here's a man that has been on the battlefield for 60 years. Right? Hasn't failed.
Yes,
Everything that had put against him, he has been successful.
Yes, sir.
We don't try everything else. All I'm asking you now today is give Farrakhan a try.
Yes, sir.
Give Farrakhan a try. What you waiting on? We ain't got a whole lot of time. What you waiting on? You ain't sure? Maybe it wasn't convincing enough for you today. Maybe you come back next week.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Come back till you get it. That's right.
But write down a question. If I can't answer it, I don't know everything. We get it to him. There ain't a question you can ask the minister that he can't answer.
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
We ain't got all the answers, but the methodology of Elijah works. How was Elijah Muhammad ever able to take those that was on drugs, crack cocaine, and make them go cold turkey
Yes,
overnight?
sir. That's right.
You love Malcolm? Before Malcolm met Elijah, he was a judge. He was a pimp.
That's right.
It was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that transformed his life.
That's right.
So what I'm asking you, if you like what you heard today, how many of y'all willing to come out or write a letter and take the next step and help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? If you want to do that, come up here and shake my hand.
Go ahead.
Come on up here, man. Come on up here. That's right. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on up. Come on.
Go ahead, black man. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Come on up. Yes, sir. So listen. Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So listen, it ain't no greater brotherhood or sisterhood than this.
Come on, man.
Contrary to public opinion of what they say, there is no greater brotherhood and sisterhood
That's a fact.
than the FOI and the MGT.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to get y'all the letters.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for coming, man. Y'all made my day. Have a seat, please.
Yes.
Thank you. So now listen. We got to raise some money. And don't say, well, I knew the money was coming. Listen, whoa. Let me say why.
Yes, sir.
You heard me say there ain't no mystery God, right?
That's right.
And we trying to build a nation, we need money.
Yes, sir.
Right? You don't say that when you get your paycheck and FICA and all them take all that money from your check and then you don't know where it's going.
That's right.
But we got farmland. See, we got to talk about where this money going. We got a farm in Georgia, right? We got a farm in Chicago that produces goods not just for the Muslims, but for our people.
That's right.
So the only way that we can maintain that, we need help.
Yes, sir.
So we asking everybody in here today, it's enough of us and we all get $20, that'll be good. So I ain't asking you to do something I ain't gonna do. This is my 20, 10 for me and 10 for my wife. That's 20 right there. Who else can match it? Come on now. Yes, sir. Yeah, come on now. How many 20s we can do? Yeah, give him 10 back. Come on, y'all.
20 for me and my son.
Come on now. Praise be to Allah. Praise be to Allah. Come on. Thank you, so. Thank you, my brother. That's right. Come on. I ain't said maybe somebody got $1,000. I don't know, maybe you hit the Powerball last night. I don't know. Somebody got 1,000? Because if you don't ask, a closed mouth don't get fed. That's right. I jump straight to the 20, somebody might have a stack. They might want to give it up.
Yes, sir.
You might leave here and say, well, he ain't asked for it. That ain't why I'm going to ask. Anybody got 500?
Yes, sir. Come on.
We trying to build, man, and
That's
we can't
right.
build without no money.
Yes, sir.
We building a nation. We ain't building no mosque or church. We building a nation. We got a real nation with a real government.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the commander-in-chief of the New World. Not the man in the White House.
Come on, man.
The commander-in-chief of the New World and the Free World is Minister Farrakhan.
That's right.
That's a
Make
fact.
no mistake about it.
Yes, sir.
So we need to support our own government.
Yes, sir.
You might say, well, I ain't registered yet. You in the nation, you just got to register and come on and get your ass.
That's right.
That's all.
That's all.
Come on and get your original name. You ain't tired of walking around in your slave master's name?
Come on, man.
Come on.
How you and George Bush got the same last name?
Think about that.
So we can pass this up.
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. Good teaching.
Next week, same topic, same station, but we're going to go deeper.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Praise be to Allah.
Yes, sir.
So let's give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for indulging me today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I got to hit home.
That's right.
And pretty soon this room will be big enough to be our road.
That's right.
We're not no lazy man. We're going to work.
That's right. Come on,
We're
man.
people force time distance. We got to get our people.
Yes, sir.
Because the devil is after them 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So we got to strategize, mobilize, and organize.
Yes, sir.
Right? And a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
us in this room got connections to people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We trying to get on these college campuses.
Yes, sir.
Because we want to talk to the youth.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know how to speak their language. I ain't go to school to get that education for nothing. We can talk.
Yes, sir.
Whatever way you want to talk.
Yes, sir.
But Islam is mathematics. It don't matter what kind of degree you got.
That's right.
I'll bring it down to your level.
That's right.
To make you see that we become our own worst enemy.
Yes, sir.
So let's stand up for prayer. Let's close out the prayer.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to say, you might hear me say the name of Allah. I don't mean it's some moon god and nothing like that. We got to clear up what we're saying. So when we say our prayers, some people call the supreme being Dios. Some people call him Yahweh.
Come on,
Some
teach.
people call him Jehovah.
Yes, sir.
Because we call God by many names, that don't mean that there's many gods. It just means that the many is confused about the one.
Yes, sir.
We've been taught Allah, meaning the all in all. All of us got God in us, so Allah. That's the name of the true and the living God.
Yes, sir.
So let's pray. We seek the refuge of Almighty God, Allah, from the accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. All praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the day of judgment in which we now live. Thee do we worship, and thine aid do we seek. O Allah, guide us on the straight path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not the path of those of whom thy wrath is brought down, nor of those who go astray. And O Allah, we seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief. We seek thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness. And we seek thy refuge from cowardness and ungodliness. And we seek thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. O Allah, suffice thou us with that which is lawful, and keep us away from that which is prohibited. And by thy grace grant us free of want of what is besides thee. And we bear witness that nothing or no one deserves to be served or worshipped besides Allah. And we bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. Ameen. Thank you for coming, man. May Allah bless you with a wonderful day. Come on. I want to get a family picture. Come on up. We want to show you building a family. Come on up here, everybody.
We want to get a family picture real quick before we leave. Yes, sir.
That journey, huh? Hillsides of strength.
Would it be better if we come back there? We up here. Come back there. Up here. All right, let's sit. Yeah, let's sit. Up here. All right, let me sit down. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Come on up there.
Can I move that podium out the way?
Yeah, have the brothers on this side.
Yeah, we gonna have to do a little wrap around. We can't go straight across today.
Yeah, come on.
We have to go like this.
Sisters on one side, brothers on the other.
Show people up front.
I want to look at it.
Come on, young man, y'all can come up front.
Brother, also, I gotta take the next picture. You gotta get in this.
Let's say it up front.
No, I ain't got to do it.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good thing.
Somebody remove it. If you don't look at history, brother, the growth of Lehigh Valley, man. I think of it.
Brother, blind us with that ring, brother Austin.
I said,
I don't know, is that shit? Is that a shit, man?
You want to get in?
Glad you came, man. Hope that you enjoyed yourself.
Pleasure to honor, bro.